Fernando John Domenico.
We're ready to educate people.
It's about the good, the bad, and the ugly. No bullshit. The real deal.
Hi, I'm Fernando John Domenico at the Fern G team, and welcome to The Real Deal. Today's topic will be about 10 important questions to ask a realtor before hiring them when thinking of selling your home. And today with me, to help me out with this, are our team members, Naz and Peter.
Good morning.
So the very first question would be, what makes you different? Everyone thinks that realtors are all the same, but they're not. Everyone works differently. Everybody does things different ways. So I think this is a very important question you should be asking the realtor. What value do they have? Okay? Now, the second question.
What's your company's track record? Reason being is you want to know, how many homes have they sold, their difference in sale to list prices, how they treat their clients. Go online, look at their reviews, see how they're doing.
You need to know if they're making deals or not. I mean, you want a realtor that's going to sell the house, that's going to do a good job, that's going to get you the most amount of money in the least amount of time with the least amount of problems. Peter, what's another question you would be asking a seller?
One of the questions I feel is very important that they don't ask enough is, what type of marketing plan does an individual or realtor have to sell their home? Are they able to put it in the forefront of other competitors that are selling in the same neighborhood or not? Or do they have a marketing plan in the first place? Because I know there's tons of realtors out there that don't have a plan. All they do is put a sign on your lawn. It's very important to have a marketing plan because you're competing with other homes.
So this is very important. Like Peter said, a marketing plan is important because you want maximum exposure on your property. So another question I would be asking the realtor you're interviewing, what has your company sold in the area? This is important because not only are you hiring the agent, but you're hiring the company. So you want to make sure they're active in your marketplace. You want to make sure they're selling properties in your marketplace. By you knowing how many properties they sell in the area, you know that they're specialists in the area, that they can do the right job for you. So this is another important question to ask.
They should be asking if the brokerage controls their advertising budget or if they do. And the reason being is because if a brokerage controls the advertising budget, they might not put forth as much advertising towards a listing. If the realtor themselves control their advertising budget, they might put that little bit extra in to make sure your home gets sold for top dollar and as quick as possible. Look at that, before he was even finished writing.
One of the important questions really is, what is the difference in the ratios of list price to selling price for the agent? Are they the type of person that has the negotiating skills, the ability to maximize as much money as possible for your home? We see a lot of realtors out there that they have a list price and they end up selling for 10, maybe sometimes in some cases 20% below the listing price because they simply don't have the knowledge or the necessary negotiating skills to be able to get the maximized money from the other side of the table. It's not fair. It's not right.
Angelo to reception.
Would you shut up? It's not right.
Very important. You want to know what their average selling price is when they do sell homes compared to the average real estate agent out there. So that makes a difference. Okay? Now you know they're a professional. They know what they're doing. They can negotiate the best price for you. Very important when you're selling your house. Now, that's another question.
On average, how long does it take for your listings to sell, right? That's an important part. A seller might have plans, and for a listing to sit on the market for too long, not only does it hurt the seller's ability to maximize the amount they get for their house, but it hurts them because they got to carry the house, right? For example, for us, I know we, as on average, sell our homes about a week faster than the average agent. So,
Which is significant.
Yeah, kiss my ass, agents.
But this one is important as well. Why is this important? If you purchased a new home or you're relocating to another job and you need to sell it in a time frame, okay? You need to know that that person is capable of doing the right job for you and getting it sold in the time you need, okay? Because time is of an essence, and then that's a key important thing for you. Number 8, how many buyers are you currently working with? We often get a lot of realtors that are calling you, approaching you that they have a buyer for your house, which in most cases they do. But you want to know that they're working with more buyers for that area, because The more buyers they're working with, the better chances of you getting more money for your property. So it makes a lot of sense. So if they have more than one buyer for that, your particular product, okay, it just gets you more money in your pocket. So this is very important that you know that they're working with more than just one buyer, because you don't know if that buyer is actually going to buy your home because, number one, they haven't seen it. Yes, they want the area, but they still got to see it, because nobody buys anything unseen.
So Fern, just on top of that, if you were talking to a seller, for example, and they said to you, how many buyers are you currently working with, what would be your answer?
My answer would be we have a very strong database with buyers. Right now we have over 4,000 buyers in our database. So we try to match up the right buyer for that, typical home. So we put down the criteria into our system, and it kind of matches the buyer for that criteria for that home. So like I said, we have over 4,000 buyers right now. But that's a great question.
Yeah, so at any given time, you might end up with 4 or 5 potential buyers for that particular house. Or, I've been giving this some thought. I think one of the most important questions is, when you're talking to a potential realtor to sell your home, is to find out about their past performance. Do they have a list of past clients? Is there references that they could refer to, so you can actually speak to them or find out their feedback on their performance? Because at the end of the day, this realtor is representing you on selling your home, and you want to be represented out there in a professional manner.
The way we deal with it, actually, when we go on to a listing appointment presentation, we actually bring a list of our past clients there. So we have no problems for the seller to contact any of them at all.
People love to review shit online, so I'm sure you won't have trouble finding what people really think about the realtors they've worked with.
That's true.
Number 10, as you can see on the board here, is in red, because I get this asked a lot in a presentation, okay? So basically, what happens if I'm not happy with the job of you selling my home? Can I cancel the listing contract? This is a loaded question at a listing appointment, and for most realtors, it's a tough one. It is tough for all of us. For myself, the way I deal with this, we have a track record, and we stand by our track record, and we actually put it in writing. If we don't perform to the client's satisfaction, expectations, I will cancel the contract. Because we believe in what we do, we believe in the value we provide for our consumers.
Every realtor should have like a fallout plan, right? If they can't get the home sold for some reason, like we do, right? We have a follow plan that we follow, which is your home sold in 60 days or I'll buy it guarantee. And I think if you don't have that and you're not doing a good job, you deserve to be canned. So you want to make sure that a seller's confident in your abilities. And if you are confident in your abilities, you'll get the home sold, so you won't have a problem having a cancellation guarantee.
A lot of listing agents will not give you that opportunity to cancel the listing. We deal in a different way. If you're not happy with our expectation and we can't get the job done, we will let you out of your contract with no repercussions. That's simple.
And if you're struggling with a realtor as a seller and you need to get out, who knows? Maybe we'll be the right realtor for you. I don't want to sway you in any way, but I'm available.
Subtle plug.
We're plugging the shit out of it.
If you'd like a hard copy of all these amazing questions to ask before hiring a realtor, Naz, what do we need to do?
Click the link in the description, smash the like button, hit subscribe, and don't forget the bell icon so you can stay notified of future videos to come.
Excellent.
Smash that click button.
The real deal.